Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be comparing 2022's LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promos versus 2023 LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promos to see which year had better promos. Okay, so starting off with the polybag promos that you got for May the 4th, we have from 2022 the AT-ST and over here the X-Wing, and to get these you had to spend $40 or more on LEGO Star Wars products. Now starting here with the X-Wing with the piece count, the X-Wing is 87 pieces and the AT-ST is 79. So the X-Wing almost has 10 more pieces. It's in the 80 piece range and this is in the 70 piece range, total of I think 8 more pieces. So the X-Wing has more pieces, which is already a better benefit there. Also the X-Wing is more iconic than the AT-ST, and I also think the X-Wing looks better. So far the X-Wing definitely looks like it's on the lead right now for being the better promo. And going over the weights of the polybag, we have our AT-ST here, and it seems to weigh about 50 grams, if you can read it there. Let's see, 47. Let's try it one more time. And yes, it seems to weigh about 50 grams. And doing the X-Wing, it only weighs 42 grams. So when it comes to overall weight of the gifted purchases, it looks like the AT-ST wins, but I still say that the X-Wing is a better gifted purchase because of how more iconic it is, and you do get more pieces, despite that the pieces are probably smaller since this weighs a lot less. Next, we have the gift with purchases. We get our two LEGO gift purchases that are not made out of plastic bricks. These are metal. We have our collectible coin here, and inside of here we have our keychain, our Beskar keychain. As on this one we have the Death Star. Let's just take that off, as you can see there. And the price you had to pay for these, I can't remember the specific amount for the Beskar. I think it was somewhere from $70 to $75, somewhere around there, and the coin was $85. I'm pretty sure you had to spend more to get the coin. And overall, for which one I like better, I like the Death Star promo better than the Beskar keychain, just because it's the Death Star. It's a lot more iconic, and I'm not like a huge fan of keychains, so I think it's kind of cool to have something you can better display as the Death Star. Also, you do get a little bit more, I'd say, with the Death Star promo. You get this nice covering. Let me just take this out, as well as you get this this nice thing to display it in, as well as an extra box. And you just get the coin right there. And on the back it says LEGO Star Wars. And then just on here we just get this Beskar keychain. Now the Beskar keychain is quite a bit heavier though, I'd have to say. So if we bring this scale over here and just set our Beskar keychain on top of there, it weighs a total of 47 grams, while our collectible coin here weighs only 24 grams. So definitely a big difference there in overall weight. Alright, so the last gift purchases that you could get for May the 4th for 2022, we got the Lars Family Homestead Kitchen, and for 2023 you got the Death Star 2. Now to get the Lars Homestead you had to pay $160 or more on LEGO Star Wars purchases, but for the Death Star you only had to pay $150, so that's $10 less. So far it's either been the same or you had to pay more for 2023, but for the Death Star you had to pay less. So already the Death Star is off to a better start, so you could have to pay less money to get it. Also, if you look at the piece count, Lars Family Homestead has 195 pieces, while the Death Star is 289. Almost 100 more pieces, but those pieces are probably relatively small to make up the unfinished section of the Death Star here. Another thing though that I really like about the Lars Kitchen is that it is a minifigure scale and comes with an exclusive minifigure of Broo Lars. First time we've ever seen Broo in minifigure form, so that's really cool to see. Also, one thing that I like better on the Lars Homestead is the way the box is, where you have the tape here holding it together. You don't have one of these thumb push out things. It's also something I like better on these boxes. It seems like LEGO has done a lot less of that with sets of late. Also, another thing though that I do like about this one is we do get a cool 40th Return of the Jedi brick, which is really nice to see. Now if I bring over my scale here, let's just see how the weights of each set compare. Alright, so starting with the Lars Family Kitchen, again we have it on grams, and it weighs 297 grams. And then if we bring the Death Star over, let me just make sure it's all good. We put the Death Star on, it weighs 298 grams. So these are actually very, very similar in weight. It looks like the Death Star is slightly 1 or 2 grams more than the Lars Homestead. So technically that puts the Death Star a little bit in the lead when it comes to overall weight. So overall, I'd have to go with the Death Star promo over the Lars Homestead promo, just because of how much more iconic it is, how many more pieces you get, and it weighs a little bit more. Even though really weight really isn't a big problem here when it comes to these gift with purchases. I know a lot of people like to use weight for a set like this, but you know, it's kind of what you get. The Death Star is probably slightly smaller than the Lars Homestead. It looks like the Lars Homestead has some more surface area. I'm not really totally sure about that. The Death Star is more compact though, and the Lars Homestead is more open. Really, I'm just more of a fan of the Death Star. Alright, so there you have it. That is my take on the LEGO Star Wars 2022 promos versus 2023 promos. Again, I think this year's promos are just slightly better than last year's. Even though last year's did have an exclusive minifigure, and this year we got no minifigure at all. That was one thing I really didn't like. It would have been really cool to have seen like some sort of Clone Wars minifigure to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars, but that didn't happen. But, you know, still a pretty nice May the 4th. We also got double points in all purchases, unlike last year where there were only double points on a select few sets. So we like that. Also, there was like 5 times VIP points and a few other VIP rewards that you could redeem and such like that. So anyway, again, I'd go at 2023 over 2022. But anyway, tell me in the comments below which May the 4th promo you think is your favorite, which year was the best. And until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.